Okay, we're kind of here. Oh, I need to update the bird, don't I? I forgot about that. Should we do that? Should we do that right now? It's gonna freak out. Should we do that? Let's set everything up and we'll see what we can do here. Ba, 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 ba. We're gonna turn this off for a second. There we go. Oof. It's time to get a new it's time to get a new archive. Tin Claw, welcome in. How are you today? Oh, my hard drives is full. Okay, we need to go to da, 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 da. I have a cold today, so I'm going to be a little out of it. That's just all there is to it. Cannot load image. Island dimension exceeds 20 by 28. Well, okay, so we're not doing that right now. We'll do that later. Maybe Friday we'll have a new interface going forward. But for right now, old bird. Old bird. Let's put him over there. Okie dokie. I have a cold too. Yeah, it's the time of the year to have those. I blame walking around on Halloween without a coat on, and then walking around on the beach the next day with super wind. My own fault. But it is Wednesday. It is viewer suggestion day. We're gonna warm up with the rugby. Rugby and a crab. Literally kill you? That's no good. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. I should probably take some decongestant and then hope for the best. See if that gets me demonetized today. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. We'll find out. Ba, 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 ba. I wonder if putting a hot water bottle on your head actually does anything. We don't do that anymore. Is it bad? I feel like if it worked, we would still do it. Or maybe I just don't do it. The tasteful thickness, welcome in. Black Lives Matter, bro. I don't disagree. Corvus, welcome in.
Hello. You're streaming early.
Yeah, I don't feel great today. I have a cold, so I'm gonna try to stream this morning and then sleep this afternoon. That's the plan.
You know you're allowed to like take a day off from streaming, right?
History has proven otherwise. I'm okay.
I was gonna say I don't think anyone will be mad at you for taking a Wednesday off.
Nah, I'm not that bad. My nose is so stuffed up. I actually feel okay. Like I don't have a fever. I just can't breathe through my nose at all, and it sucks. I sound like I don't know what I sound like, to be honest.
You sound normal.
Okay, well that's good. It doesn't sound normal in my head.
It never does.
Yep.
I am always congested. I'm never not congested, so I just have accepted that with my life and went on.
You might be allergic to dogs.
No. For some reason, my right side of my sinus cavity is always stuffed up.
Yeah. I wonder if you have a deviated
And
septum.
so, I mean, probably. I have fallen off a tractor.
Yeah, I could do it.
So,
I could do it. We can't breathe.
but yeah.
Yep.
There are some days where I wish I could, take a power washer to my nose.
Yeah, I know that
Sinus
feeling
cavity.
too. Every now and again, I'll see those videos of people cleaning out their sinuses. Be like, I don't want to see this, and then I just keep watching it. It's like, I wish that was me. I should try those.
Yep. I've tried the hand pouring neti pot, and I don't know if it really worked. I think there needs to be a little bit of pressure behind mine.
Bionic, welcome in. You can do that if you go to the doctor and tell them. They'll blast it out for you. Draw a little octopud here. Alright, I give up. I'm gonna go take some decongestion. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Yeah, as soon as I finish this crab octopus. Crabtopus? I don't know what this would be called.
It's just a crab. Not crab. It's just an octopus with a shell. It's carrying.
Yeah.
They'll do that sometimes.
Crab with a beanie.
Yep.
Crab with a backpack? That's even funnier, actually. Alright, be right back. 1 second. Elliot also has a cold right now? Yeah, I think we're all feeling it. I think we're all feeling it.
Excuse me.
Okay. Crabtopus? Yeah, Crabtopus is pretty good. Tasteful thickness, I'm not sure if you're actually enthusiastic or trolling right now. And that's not an insult, I just honestly can't tell. Yesterday was great.
What was yesterday?
Elections, local elections.
Oh, we didn't have any.
Oh, on purpose, or is that like?
We just
normal?
don't have elections. Like, we just didn't have any elections this year.
Weird.
Like our. I don't know when mayors. We don't care about mayors around here. They don't do anything, so we don't even. We've had the same mayor for like 50 years. Then he finally retired to take care of his liquor store.
Gotcha. Is Kentucky the place where they had a pig, or is that Arkansas?
That sounds more like Arkansas.
It sounds like an Arkansas thing.
So, Core 2 came out today.
Oh crap! Well, that sucks.
But I was gonna say, there's probably enough time where you could send in a request for the Draconic Codex.
We can try that.
We could do Dragon December.
I will have to look at that today after the stream. Please to send me Dragon Book. Didn't they have midterms this year or next year? I think next year's midterms elections for federal.
Yeah.
But now, hopefully, all the with some of these shifts, places won't be not allowed to vote. We'll find out. Rugby and his pet flea. Yeah, exactly. Da, 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 da. All right, we're gonna roll some dice. This is a viewer suggestion. For those of you who are new, what we do is we take suggestions from the chat and from the viewer community post and put them on a list. Roll the dice. The dice decide what we draw. If you've not suggested a character yet this week, you're very welcome to in the chat, and we hold those for Wednesday and Friday, and then on Monday we get a new list. So back in my day, we didn't have votes. The Communist Party put for us. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. So when a lot of states, yesterday Virginia had elections, so did New York and everything like that. Kentucky
Washington
just doesn't have them.
Weird. When do you vote?
We have them next year.
Oh, okay. Got it. Off-year elections.
Yeah.
Drider Bard using their web to weave songs. Driders and centaurs are the most complicated of characters to draw. Which is sad, because, like, honestly, and this is not a dig or, like, me being mad. This is just me griping, which is fine.
Nothing new.
Yeah, nothing new. Centaurs are technically almost breaking this one character rule, right? Like, because you're drawing 3/4 of one character and 3/4 of another character. So it's almost worse than the mimic stuff, but it's not as trolly, which is why I allow it. And, like, centaurs are cool. Driders are cool. So, like, I want to draw them, but they are definitely one of the harder things to draw. Just because they are so much thing. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot here. See if we can draw a Drider. All about the abs? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Alright, drawing where? How would they use their webs to make songs? Make a harp? Or are they just like kazoo farting web out?
I imagine they were probably expecting like a harp.
Do you think spider webs make noise? Draw reverse centaur, yeah.
I imagine. Alright. clarifying question. In what way do you mean? Like when they're being spun?
So,
Or if they're like thick enough, if you pluck them, do they make a sound?
gotcha. Okay, no, I can clarify that. So, we can't hear them because the vibrations are too small. But there are things that have like can hear, right? Like if you were the size of a spider, what sound does making a web make? Like, is it a Spider-Man, or is it like a cacophony of awful? Do bugs freak out when they hear spiders making webs?
I almost imagine it like when you like throw out like like when you cast with a fishing lure, fishing pole.
I like that. Yep. That's like a Spider-Man's whip. I'm okay with that. I don't have the answer, but I started thinking of like coil unspooling, which I guess is more of like the servos and stuff than, or no, it's not servos, the ball bearings and stuff than the actual coil. Like a winch. Like, oh. Da 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 da. Boom 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 boom.
That's fine.
Okay, dried or barred? Dried or barred?
Yep.
Dried or barred? What kind of clothes would the dried or barred wear?
What clothes would a drow would wear?
I don't think they usually do, to be honest. But that could also be the perspective of which I've seen driders. Yeah, kid? Is that a good one? You want a cookie? Oh, it's 10 a.m. and he's already covered in markers. Just have a horse head and human legs. That's what I was going to say. Sorry, I got distracted. The reverse centaur is a horrible thing. Be careful what you wish for. Not human legs. Not human legs. Not human legs. There we go. My proclivity to want to draw boobas is just too high. So I think we will try to make them more bardish in nature. Give them like a... What do you think? Poofy sleeves? We can do poofy sleeves. Haven't done poofy sleeves in a while. The is it Player Course 2 that's coming out? Is that what it is?
No, Monster Core.
Monster Core. Okay. It's like I think I already had Player's Core.
Yeah, Monster Core. It has some new dragons in it.
Yeah, those are
A bunch of, and other creatures, of course.
They did actually add new ones instead of just reskinning stuff.
Yeah. So, because I'm looking at the table of contents.
Sure.
So, they have Cinder Dragons, which is
Nice.
their remastered version of Red Dragons. Just they would say otherwise, but like they're just the remastered version of Red Dragons, but they do look different. There's
like
Coral Dragons.
Oh yeah, coral dragons should look dope.
Despair Dragons, which are freaky looking.
Actually, yeah, what does that look like? Can you describe it? Or is it like, I would imagine it being like ethereal and smoky.
No.
Is it a dark?
Think more like Eldritch Horror Dragon.
Okay. Okay.
Wait a second.
Have you seen the second installment of Frozen 2? What? No? Welcome inside. I don't know to what you are referring.
Let's see if I can find it. I hate it. Not the greatest picture. But
I just looked up and saw the Nautilus again. Ooh, that is super weird. I kind of dig it.
yep.
It's like an unborn chicken.
They talk about them in when they did like PaizoCon a while
Okay.
back during the summer. Like they'll morph their weird long tongue into like a person.
I dig it.
Just a second. Sorry, had a phone call.
That's right. I put
So,
this
yeah.
head in the wrong spot. Hold on a second. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop.
And there are phase dragons.
Phase dragons I have seen. Those are pretty dope.
They're those like silvery mercury looking dragons,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And then there's Requiem dragons. Which have like a weird moon face.
That's dope. Who designed these? Do we know?
Hang on. Kent Hamilton.
Kent Hamilton. I have to follow them on Instagram.
Yep.
They do a lot of art for Paizo, don't they?
Yeah, they're kind of like at least for dragon stuff, they've been their like big concept artists
Okay.
for all the new dragon stuff that's coming out.
That makes sense.
So like, Like Wayne Reynolds does all the class iconic art and covers
Okay.
for books. Like big books, so like Player Core, Monster Core, all those books
Yeah.
are Wayne Reynolds art. Yeah.
What do you call a fruity monkey? Appealing? Wouldn't all monkeys be appealing if they eat fruit? Are there any monkeys that don't eat fruit? That's a good question, actually. Where's the biologist? Kid, if you play with that, you're going to turn off the TV. Yeah. Kid has already figured out how to use the Switch.
Appealing. Oh, God. Boo. Bad joke.
This face is terrible, so we're going to do some shenanigan right here.
There are resurrection dragons.
Okay, explain to me what that means.
Okay. Resurrection dragons, steered between life and death. They have mastery over the vital energies, allowing them to restore life to the dead, and a mastery over void energies to bestow death to others. Okay.
Interesting.
They make use of their abilities to play with the lives of mortals, calling on spirits to aid them or reviving creatures they find important or interesting. The lair of a resurrection dragon is generally a barren place. While they still hoard wealth like other dragons, they do little to decorate their lairs and treasures, and their treasures are generally kept in dark niches, or niches, depending on how you want to sparse that word. As if the dragon cares little for their possessions. Resurrection dragons tend to take tokens from those they resurrect or plan to resurrect. However, they keep these particularly safe.
It's kind of like a phylactery dragon.
Yeah.
That bestows phylacteries. That's cool. I like that idea. Kind of just...
their breath attack is soul siphoning breath. It's a 40-foot cone, and for a young dragon, deals 11d6 void damage.
Wow.
DC 32. And
has always women in D&D. I mean, that hasn't been the case for me. I play a lot of male healers.
And fast healing 10. I don't know if that's giving the dragon fast healing 10, probably.
That would be pretty
It'd be weird,
actually.
It'd be weird if it gives the person they hit fast healing.
Yeah. I mean, it could just like take their life away and then slowly give it back to them over 20 seconds.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. And yeah, 10 o'clock. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but we used to have a big conversation about that back in the day about like, don't force your girlfriends to be healers if you're inviting them to play D&D. That was a legit thing we used to have to talk about with people. I can't draw faces today, apparently. What is going on with me right now? We're just going to try this again.
So, the black dragon here
such a dope picture.
Is a resurrection dragon.
That's awesome.
And the white one is a requiem dragon. And then we have rune dragons.
Because they have high healing powers? Ah, gotcha.
Oh.
That one's actually worse. That one's worse than the fruity monkey one. Can you imagine being a drider? Oh, what's this? What's up? Thank you. Did you want to play Kirby? Is that what's going on?
Broom, broom.
Insert game card. Crap. None of these are viable, kid. Yeah. Oh, God. Every time I try to play a thing online, it's been so long since I've played it on the Switch. It's like, you have to go through all this rigmarole and update stuff. It's like, I just want to play. I just want to play the game. What are you doing? Checking if the software can be played.
Rune dragons look like pine cones.
Ooh, Castlevania. They put all the Mega Man games on the Switch. I know what I'm doing this weekend. Watch me get copyright struck for this. You want to play? Is that what's going on? Yeah? Sorry, everybody. Hold on a second. I know you're upset. Hold on a second, kid. Here. Yeah. Yeah. Da, 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 da. There you go. There you go. You're welcome. Okay. I think we gotta move on from this drider. I've been drawing it for a little too long. So we're gonna go very simple face. And then we're gonna call it. Okay, we're gonna call that there. Oh, we didn't have to draw any webs. Hold on a second. Got halfway through it, we never finished the actual prompt. Good enough. Okay. Driders is hard. Oh, I put it all in the same layer too, dang it. Boop. Boop. So that is the inherent problem with pun jokes, is when people make them, I have to take them at face value first. And then by the time the chat catches up, it's like, oh, you didn't actually care about that. Men wear high heels before women. I was going to say that, Elliot. As in riding boots, but I feel like it didn't matter. The joke has landed. Rolling some dice. Big, scary, bearded Goliath barbarian with fangs, pure black eyes, and claws. Okay. Definitely not a tiefling. Let's do it. Oh, if he's a tiefling, we can get real weird with it. Has anyone been playing Dispatch?
No.
I have not been playing it, but YouTube has decided that I need to watch all of the videos. So I basically know what's going on.
I thought it was a show at first.
It kind of is. Yeah, it's a Telltale game, essentially. Does that make sense when I say that?
Kinda? Like, is it like,
The Walking Dead was the last big thing they did.
Yeah.
I think it's a different studio, but it's the same people, if that makes sense. So,
I know, basically everyone in Critical Role is in it.
Yeah.
Or almost.
It took me a little
No
while. I'm like,
Travis
who is the main
Moore.
character? Turns out it's Aaron Paul. And I was just like, hell yeah. I like Aaron Paul.
Moist Critical is the Bat Dude.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I can see that now.
Jacksepticeye is another character.
Yeah.
Of course, the one who speaks with the Irish accent is...
Well, he does have an Irish accent.
Exactly.
I think it would be weird if they asked him not to do the Irish accent.
Like, can you just not do the accent?
Just tone it down. Tone it down a bit.
Too disbelievable.
Yeah, one of my friends is playing it, and he was basically saying like it's all choice driven, but like also kind of there's a strategy component where you're deciding who to send places, and it changes the story up a little bit, which is cool. It's a unique idea, but it is basically a show. It's an interactive show.
It's just a little weird.
Then collecting old RPG materials again. Nice.
That is horrifying.
You gotta use the thumbstick, kid. I never really thought about this, but like giving the kid the controller in like Kirby, he's just pushing all the buttons and figuring out what's going on, and he loves it. It's just like that's basically what all the little toys are you buy from the store. So this kid might start playing video games here pretty quick. I like watching him figure stuff out. His little brain just starts going. Okay, and now we're in the destructive mode. Kid, you don't need that. Put that back, please. Nope. Okay, hold on. Hey, that's not for you. What's going on in there? No, you don't need those.
I don't want it.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Stop screwing around with that stuff, please. Oh my goodness. It was great until the end. Yeah. That's on my plan. It's on my list right now to build a basically just anything I can find, put on a board. Switches, toggles, latches. It's probably going to be my Christmas thing. Buy some of those old, like, actually I have an old keyboard. I could just rip some of the buttons off that too. Is Bionic in here? I think I forgot something. Let me reread this. Fangs, black eyes, and claws. Okay. Fangs is the part I forgot. The Witch video did pretty good. If you haven't seen the Witch video yet, please go watch it. Put a comment on it. Maybe we'll stick to doing D&D class conversions for a little while. Hey! Okay. I think the thaumaturge would be interesting, but I don't know if many people know what a thaumaturge is. So, like, I'm not sure how I would bridge that gap, right? Like, why would people even be looking for this video? So, like, we'd have to think about what is the thing that people want from a thaumaturge that would make them be looking that up. It's like, I think like the divination oracle could be really fun. I think that would be a good one. People like divination characters, but D&D has started adding some of that stuff to the game in a way that people like. With the what was the last one we were talking about? Oh shoot! I made a few shorts about it already. Just like twisting fate, essentially. Like how to deal with fate. Which that could be a whole video. I guess I could just collect all of those and make it into a comprehensive video that's more cohesive. Oh, hello. Thank you. You want a drink? Yeah, here you go. Good. Rib cage. Giant pec muscles. Really weird arms. Tiny body.
Again, I'm also of the opinion you should probably just abandon D&D at this point.
That's not a bad take, right? Like, there's a lot of people that are just...
And I don't mean, like, out of meanness, like, all D&D sucks, but it's just, like... I feel like we're, like, scraping the barrel when it comes to D&D.
I think there are enough people that are scared to leave it. That in my mind, it's worthwhile not only talking about the things that it's missing, because like basically the Witch video is critique, right? This very subtle critique. Why doesn't D&D have this? I think D&D is doing things weird. With, hey, here's another viable option that I think is more fun, right? So Because yeah, most of the last videos I've made have been, hey, play Pathfinder, right? Like that's the solution. Hey, you know why D&D kind of sucks? Play Pathfinder. It fixes the problem. It's like, yeah. Like that. So I don't think that's a. I don't think you're wrong, right? I don't think that's a. I don't think you're. I think you're correct that I am kind of scraping the barrel of trying to do D&D content, but I think there is value in not alienating the community that is D&D players. And I still want to give them an out while keeping them viable, right? Like switching to just Pathfinder content would be a lot smaller of an audience. Cough, cough, Skittermander. Nobody knows what Skittermander is. That video.
Well, that's because Starfinder is more unknown than Pathfinder is.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is an extreme.
It's like how Spelljammer didn't really take off.
That's true. You know, I do think more people like the Galoma video than I expected. So
yeah, because they're weird.
They're super weird. That's not how abs work. What am I doing? I've drawn some very strange Dr. Jekyll thing here. I think I'm gonna make this not quite so big. Oh, I'm drawing on the same layer. Dang it.
Again, honestly, not dissing people who still play D&D. Like, it's fine. It's just we've been out of the loop for so long, we don't know what they've been doing.
Yeah. A big chunk of my feed is people being like, I'm not playing 2024. And I'm like, I haven't read any of 2024. I should probably do that.
I've not read it, but I've watched people play with it. That's what Critical Role is using right now.
Yeah.
As their rules.
I don't think it's that big of a deviation, right? It's just...
It added more stuff.
Yeah.
Like, with combat, like, when you hit certain enemies with certain weapons, you can apply an effect to it.
Mm-hmm. Which, hey, guess what? Pathfinder does that.
Yeah. I mean, D&D did it before, obviously.
Yeah. Everything Pathfinder is pretty much 3.5. So like,
yeah.
And Cable moving to Starfinder next year after 8 years of D&D. Nice.
Also, like, I think part of the Starfinder issue is one. It's even though they've put out a lot of books for First Edition of Starfinder, there's not a lot of new stuff for it yet.
Yeah.
And much like how the Spelljammer thing kind of, I don't want to say it flopped. Not saying Starfinder has flopped, but it doesn't get the spotlight as much as like Pathfinder does.
No, it's a like I said, it's a deeper niche, right? Like it's it has a good boned system, because it is using the I think Starfinder actually was a step up from the Pathfinder 1. Like they had some really good stuff, and a lot of that turned into second edition Pathfinder, which is great. But still, like they have like the radiation damage, which is a little weird, because it's not just a
is that?
I thought so. Radiation has a weird effect on it that kind of like, I think it's stat damage. I think they put stat damage back in the game, but that could be the old edition again that I'm thinking of, which would make sense because Pathfinder 1 had stat damage. But I remember there being some weird contentions with it that made it like even more complicated than Pathfinder, and it's like that's not what people want.
There is radiation, but it is a trait, which they would have to add it into Starfinder because you're in space.
Yep.
There's nothing protecting you from radiation.
And there's like vacuum damage and star combat. Like there's a whole bunch of added stuff, which I think is what turns people off to it. Because that's what turns people off to Pathfinder, right? It's just like, ooh, it's a little too complicated for me. It's like, that's okay. Like that's
Stop being babies.
You're not being wrong. You're not wrong. It's just it's not as complicated, I think, as people are afraid it is. I don't know what pose I'm doing. I'm doing like a Calvin Klein pose with this weird giant monster man. Hey. I need some Arnold Schwarzenegger pictures is what I need.
But yeah. I did see... 'Cause I don't have any of the Starfinder books, but I was looking on the Demiplane stuff.
Sure.
Because they had a lot of information on there. And they talk about how they had this book before it fully came out called like the Galaxy Guide. And they talk about how like you could run different styles of campaigns depending on the planet you are on.
Oh yeah.
So you can like run it's like the elf planet, Castrovel. I mean, it's not just elves on there, but if you wish to like run a very like almost Pathfinder-esque game, like it's easy to do. You can just like only thing you would have to worry about now is the fact that ranged combat is the norm, while melee combat is sort of like secondary.
2024 is just 5.5. Yeah, that's kind of how I've been looking at it too.
Yeah.
The kid. Hold my thought. I have to go do something.
I'll try to hold it.
Where's the cap? Thank you. Okay. Okay. 25.5. What are we talking about? The elves, right? Yeah, Starfinder is neat because you don't have to be in space.
Yeah.
And the cool
you
thing
can
about
be on
having
a planet,
a galaxy-wide ability to do that, to like go to planet to planet, is that you can literally play anything you want, right? Like it's so open-ended at this point. Once you have the entire multiverse to choose from. So yeah.
because like you could start like low-level adventures and then like eventually stay on this one planet for a good while, and then you can eventually like, hey, we've got enough credits to buy our own ship. Let's leave and go somewhere else.
Which sounds exactly like a regular campaign, except instead of leaving the continent or the city, you're leaving the planet, which is awesome. So you have a job applying today? You're gonna have to go do the job application. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. If I can cast guidance on anybody, that's it. That's how you do it.
Episode of Critical Role this week.
What was that?
That's a new episode of Critical Role this week.
I still haven't gotten back into it.
I think if you can get past the first episode, which is just a lot of the introduction stuff.
I just skip the first episode.
Yeah, you could. But I feel like you might be lost.
Yeah.
But
we started watching it while we were making Halloween costumes, which was fun. But then I just kept getting pulled away and distracted, and then I was like, wait, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
It was really hard to follow.
Brennan is a little bit more...
Bep.
Brennan doesn't like shy away from combat, but like he definitely, I think, prefers the like role playing. Like, let's just talk this out, do some skill checks, keep talking.
I mean, considering that the Critical Role crew came up with Daggerheart, I think that's what they want, right? Like, they very much. Like, I think they all love that.
And now, like, they've separated into like different tables. So like teams, basically.
Did they keep the old crew together, or
No,
did they
they're
split
all
them all up?
everyone's separated up.
Sad.
Not really.
You like it?
But I like the new people. So like there's the soldiers table, which has the most people. It has 5 people on it, and it's Travis, Laura, and Sam, with Whitney Moore and Robbie Damon in it. And so that's probably the group that has the most of the OG cast in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Seekers table, which is Matt, Abria, Alex Ward, and Ashley Johnson. And then the Schemers table is
Schemers
Liam.
table.
Yeah, there's a Schemers table.
Taliesin, I assume, is on that one.
Yep. Taliesin, Marisha, Liam, and Luis Loza. Not Luis Loza. Luis. I can't remember his last name at the moment.
That sounds pretty good.
So like there's at least 2 original cast members in each group. And like the soldiers table is like the table that's like outside the big city. I think the table is going to be only in the city. And the Seekers are probably bouncing around.
How is Marisha? No, I shouldn't say it that way. Marisha's last
playing a
character was
dwarf.
not. Kid, please don't draw the goldfish. Come on. You can have some goldfish, but don't draw them into the marker, please.
I was gonna say, careful what you say, Rook. Ladna was a lot of people's favorite character.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, how is Marisha made this about Avatar: The Last Airbender? But then I was like, no, Laudna was different enough that I think broke that.
Yeah.
Broke that streak.
Because, like, Bo's definitely kind of inspired physically by, like, Korra.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that was kind of it. Laudna was very different. And Murray is, like... They describe Murray as, like, Marisha playing her mom. Who lives in Kentucky.
That's funny.
So
that's actually really funny.
She's like speaking with like a more country accent than I am. Like more Kentucky country accent, and is just kind of throwing out expressions like, this person's like a snake in your pocket. And it's like, and they were just like confused, like, snake in your pocket? What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. And she's a wizard. She's a divination wizard.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Good. I struggled with the rest of season 1, but I really love her as a player now.
See, I never got that. Like, I was like, I don't know. I really liked Keyless.
Oh, I like Keela too. I didn't. My big issue with Marisha season 1, which was kind of season 2 as well, is she wants conflict, not like argumentative conflict, but like she wants a character that's conflicted. And so she made a character that was bad at diplomacy, who was supposed to be diplomatic. Like that was Keela's whole thing, right? Like becoming the Tempest. Mm-hmm. And it just created a lot of awkward moments, and I'm just not into that kind of awkwardness. Like The Office, I do not like Steve Carell's character. So like that was my problem with it. And then when she became Bo, she did kind of the same thing, and I was like, come on. Which was very much the Avatar as well. Like Aang was trying to become something really big and expecting to be something really big, but he couldn't do it. So I think she did a good job. But it was just something that was like painful for me to watch.
No, I just think Bo is just an ass. Bo is just an asshole.
And for some reason, always decided to try to talk. It's like, hey, let the people who are good at talking talk.
Because, well, here's the thing. None of them would talk.
Yeah.
It was the issue, like, the most charismatic person there was...
Ford, right?
Ford.
Yeah.
And Ford ain't a talker.
No.
And so it was often down to Bo or Caleb and occasionally Caduceus.
Mm-hmm.
Because they definitely did not want Jester making decisions.
Right. And once again...
That's why I like characters who are not playing their stats.
Yeah. And see, I think that was the big thing, is like Marisha is good. She has something to say. She can drive the story with it. But the characters she makes aren't. And it's like, no, stop. And so yeah, like I said, I think season 1 it was hard for me to watch. It was cringy, but I like it. I really do appreciate Marisha now for doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like it took the entirety of 2 seasons to kind of like, oh, I get it now, and that's great.
Yeah, she's talked about where like Keyleth was meant to be cringy. Like Keyleth was meant to kind of be a failure, and like people didn't like that because it's like, oh, you're supposed to be the hero, you're supposed to be this like inspiring like leader, you should be at least be inspiring, and just like that's kind of the point of her going out in the world.
Yep. To
like, you know, learn the real world.
Yeah,
and fail at doing it.
Lars has done the same thing a few times, and it always bothers me. And it really is just it's not a I hate this player or I hate this character. It's an archetype of building that can cause bloat is not the right word. Maybe delay. Right. It's not that Marisha decides, hey, I'm gonna kick the door, right? Mm-hmm. She says, okay, my character would want to get through this door, but they're not good at any way of getting through the door. I'm gonna try it anyways, and then all of a sudden it causes just failure, contempt, like just anger and frustration for the character, because that's what the player wants the character to go through, which is fine from a storytelling standpoint. But for a lot of other players, it just delays the game, and that can be frustrating. So it really is something like, so Lars is like, I'm going to play a healer that's bad at healing. And it's like, what does that mean? And from a design standpoint, it means that his character is akin to like my little plant guy, like doesn't actually know how healing works, but has healing magic, right? So like mechanically, they're functional, but what they're playing them as is kind of incompetent or kind of unconventional in the ways that they heal people. So there's a fine line there. There's a really fine line there of where your silly shenanigans gets in the way of the story. So you just have to be careful.
Which I think that really depends on the table. Obviously, like with Matt's table, it's fine.
Yeah, it worked itself out because everybody supported both Marisha and Keyleth doing it, right? Like that was the big thing. It didn't ever cause real contention, but from the audience standpoint, there was a lot of like, no.
And which this is the point where fandoms are dumb and idiotic, and they need to be quiet.
Yeah, and I think it's the same thing if it was a TV show, right? Like,
yeah.
People are always going to yell at some characters for doing dumb stuff. Like the same thing with like I said, the Michael Scott from The Office. His character is designed to be a little painful to watch because he just bumbles his way through stuff. It's just like, oh. And
that's kind of why they turned off live chat when they do their streams, just because it got so contentious for a while. Like they invited a guest one time and they saw negatives that was being said in like the live stream chats, and just like I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So like they were losing like potential like people like joining as guests, but because of the toxicity in the
Sure.
live chat.
Oh yeah. I 100% agree. I mean, like, what was the other one? For some of their live streams, or like live shows, they're like, do not shout things out.
Yep.
Just don't do it. Just stop doing it. That might have
Like,
been
y'all can laugh and cheer, but like, don't
Yep.
start yelling rules at us.
Matt is the one in charge, and he gets to decide what is right and wrong. The living, breathing, talking bag of devouring. Distinctively not a mimic. Touche. I think we're going to poppetize it. Make a poppet bag of devouring. I'm down for this.
It has little dangly arms and legs. Body is the bag.
Body is the bag. That's it. I never understood why the bag of holding had a face. But
Is it?
yeah, check it out. Actually, could you pull up a bag of holding for me real quick?
Oh, I guess it does. At least in 5V it does.
It does, yeah. I think in 3.5 it was just a bag. What are you doing, kid? You putting your rocking chair on the drinks? That's a little strange. What's your plan? Yeah, chairs don't work very well when they're upside down, do they? Yeah. My controller stopped working because I picked the switch up.
But we'll say, like, there were kind of go into Bo a little bit. Like,
Sure.
there were parts where Bo, I think in the beginning was like really like kind of the talker, but like I think eventually they like filled out the roles that wanted each person to do. Because like Bo eventually kind of became sort of the rogue of the group, even though Veth was definitely the rogue.
Right.
But like Bo was more roguish than Veth, or not. In the
I
beginning.
think, and that's another good point. Sam played a highly capable, competent rogue who never did it to help the party. And I think that was really funny. And it pissed me off. It pissed me off, but it was funny, right? Like that's
because like
so,
they were an alcoholic and everything,
right?
And
like that's the thing. And that's another example of I'm going to play a character that's bad at what they do, even though they're. But in his case, his character was highly competent, and the player was the distracting factor of it, right? Versus Marisha, who was doing a highly competent player with doing the things our characters were bad at. So I think it's the exact same thing, but from different spectrums, like different sides of the spectrum.
Because like one thing like Bo eventually kind of filled in with was sort of one they were kind of that I don't say infiltrator, but like
You hungry, kid?
for a good while they were very much the roguish person, and then they kind of like when they started like leaning into more of their subclass, which was like the Cobalt Soul Monk. And she started like bumping like stuff into intelligence. By the end I think she had more intelligence than Caleb, which was kind of crazy. But I think it's because she got the crown of intellect.
Sure. I do think the other side of it is...
And she kind of became the researcher along with Caleb, because she kept all the notes. Like in game, she was like conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. I think
Which
the
is
other
kinda
side of it,
interesting.
and the reason that a lot of the community, like the toxicity in the community, kind of fell through, is like if you watching through season 1, I would have expected Sam to be the most competent D&D player and Marisha to be the most inexperienced, and I don't think that's what actually happened. And I think it's because they're both just really good at playing their characters. And so I think a lot of people got mad for something that they like myself included, I was like, Mom, Marisha doesn't know what she's doing. I think she did. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
And it just took me
I think
forever to figure
Marisha
it
has
out.
more experience with D&D than Sam did.
Yeah,
at the time.
Sam still doesn't know how to play D&D.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And like, and then a lot of people always kind of harped on Ashley, but like the reason Ashley bumbled, it's because she was barely there in campaign 1. She had a job, and they had like work around it. That's why Pike was never there a lot of times.
Right.
And so it's just like, and when you're like learning a new class,
yeah,
the
perceived thing that is and like, yeah, I do think there's an aspect of them playing D&D and the fact that they are professional actors, which is just like not something most people can't even comprehend. I would say most people at a table still play themselves, even though they're playing their character, right? Like that's just and not intentionally, right? Like that's how their character comes out. It's just kind of an offstruck of them. And I think Sam and Marisha are both highly capable of playing their characters besides themselves. And I think it's really cool to have seen it now over several years instead of just kind of how it was in season 1.
Because like Scanlan in the beginning was kind of just your typical like stereotypical bard, but then he like, as Sam kind of filled out the story that he wanted to tell, it became really interesting. And then he kind of like took that experience and made Not/Veth, and then probably made one more like. I think campaign 2 is my favorite campaign because it's just like it's when they finally were like they were outside that weird growing.
Yep, I agree.
Experience of campaign 1, and like played more interesting characters.
Yeah, because campaign 1 was definitely just a D&D campaign, right? Like, and then they kind of fiddled with it, but
it definitely became more of their own unique thing.
Yep.
In campaign 2.
So I'm excited to see what they do with this one, especially with having so many people playing.
Yeah,
I am a little worried. I won't be able to invest so much effort and time and thought into all the characters. I just won't.
Yeah.
Because there's too many characters, right?
I did find out that they are doing like 1 week we'll have one table.
Yeah.
So there won't be like shuffling of tables anymore, which I'm excited for because that means you at least sit down for one session with a single group of people.
Yes. I think that's really smart. The only downside to that I see is that means it's going to be like something's going to happen with one team, and then it's going to be weeks before you really see what happens to them.
Yep.
And honestly, this might be a little callous, but I hope that they compartmentalize that a little bit in a way that's like, if I don't care about one party, I kind of hope I don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
I very much just want, because that's how I usually am, especially.
And people have mentioned like how like some people are like, I'm not super jazzed about the schemers table, or so and so forth. I hope we don't have to watch them.
Yeah, or
I hope they make me want to watch them at least.
And I generally like with a lot of big movies, there are parts where it's just like, man, that was a really cool movie, except for this entire chunk of it. And like, one of my friends was talking about this with the new Lord of the Rings show that came out. Is how like he just hated all of the Hobbit plot line. He's like, I kind of wish it just wasn't in the movie. And I was like, that's a big take, but because everything is so separated, I think you could have done that. You could have just completely removed an entire section of that, and the show would still be good. And I think the part, particularly with that one, the writing is a little weird because everything is so separated. There was essentially the hobbits, there was the weird elf-human love story going on. Then there was the direct elf
Elrond.
stuff. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I didn't like this part because it never really went anywhere and did anything until the very last episode when it caused an orc attack that might not have happened otherwise. But you didn't need all that buildup to have that happen, right? It's just like, it wasn't that necessary. So yeah, it very much is when you have stories that are this big with this many characters, I can really only focus on like 1 or 2 storylines. Now, if we have 3 storylines, that might be too much, and I might not get into it. And so, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
but I really hope they do
like,
have
me,
like here's the what were they called, the soldier?
Yes, they're soldier,
yeah,
seeker, and schemer.
So hopefully they will put that out, because if I can just watch the one, then I can probably invest the time to do that. And then that will hopefully, when I have time, like, oh, I want to see the other side of this now.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
Because, like, I'll admit, the only person that I'm interested in learning more about is Talson's character, and his is on the schemer table. But he's the only one on that table that I'm interested in. Like, I'm more interested in, like, invested in the other players' stories. I was like,
I had
a sad about the schemer.
I had a very rude moment. During the first episode when I don't know the guy's name. Shoot. One of the new characters. The guy that was the head of the guard.
Azune?
Maybe.
His player is Luis. Kind of like the scruffy beard.
Yeah, I think that's him. He was like one of the first people besides Liam to show up.
Yeah.
He started describing his character, and I was just like, oh no. This is too much. Yeah. This is a good visual description of your character. I don't care about this character at all.
Yep. That I do think that's kind of like Luis. I don't think has played a lot of D&D.
Yeah.
So I think that's just like a newbie mistake.
He started describing how the lightning color of his eyes, and I'm like, I just need to know your name, man. What's your name? What do you do? But that's me. That's
he's
my
a dog of the government.
Yep. That's my hang up. That's why I don't like people having character voices either.
I think it's just a you thing, personally.
100% it's a me thing. 100%.
Like, I don't care what you look like. Just tell me what you do. And I was like,
yep.
This is a imagination storytelling, Rook. People need to know what characters look like.
Figure it out yourself. I think we've had some funny moments with that in my games with Jump Rope and stuff. Because there've been a lot of times when Jump Rope will play, like one of her favorite characters to play is Errol, who is a dragon disciple-ish character. She's played him a few different ways. But he's just this really, like, he's supposed to be non-intimidating, right? Like, he's a barbarian usually, but he just looks like a normal dude with dragon scales. Like, that's usually how she describes it. Because he's a human, and he's just, like, not imposing, not anything weird, and then rages into a dragon. And there have been a handful of times when we've played with people for months, and like several game sessions in, and then someone will be like, well, she's just doing this, and then Jump Rope will be like, hey, I'm a dude. And everyone will be like, wait, what? And it's funny every time it happens, because Jump Rope just doesn't describe.
Do a voice.
Yeah. Doesn't do a voice, and doesn't do, we don't do like big description introductions. We just let people show up. Oh, you see a human, and then we go with it, right? And so I always think it's funny when that happens, and that's why because we don't worry about that, unless it comes up in some way.
Like for home campaigns, like I kind of get it, but like in this case where it's like there are going to be artists who are like, I want to do fan art of these people that may get featured on your show.
But don't they
give me all the
have
details?
Art?
Only like official commissioned art.
That's what I'm saying. That should be enough. That's it. I don't really want to make an argument of this. You're right. Like, he is in all of his rights to do that the way he did it. It's totally fine. It's a me
I
thing.
just think it's funny that is your hang up.
It is, yeah.
Like, voices, I understand more.
Another really funny example of that is Dresden, because I think we've talked about this several times. But
everyone wants to put him in a cowboy hat.
Yep, every book artist that the publisher has ever given, and like fan art online, always gives him a cowboy hat. And Jim Butcher's like, I have never ever once described him having a cowboy hat. I do not think he owns a cowboy hat.
I purely think that's the publisher's fault. Probably is like, we need him to have a hat. Put him in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, and he describes him. He describes him very. Like, he wears a leather duster, like he's got a long, which I think was originally supposed to be the like a detective coat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just the way and the swagger that Jim Butcher writes him, he sounds like a cowboy. Like not like a Western Texas cowboy, but just like
personality wise.
Yeah. He feels like a leather duster gunslinger type thing, which is really funny.
Yeah.
And it works out. Versus like Dick Tracy. He doesn't write him like Dick Tracy.
Instead of pulling out a 6-shooter, he pulls out a drumstick wand.
Yep. He does actually have a revolver too. This is really funny. Because hey, sometimes magic doesn't work. You just gotta have a gun. Dresden's great.
Sometimes you just gotta two-piece someone.
Yep. What was I think the funniest, that's not really funny, but like a funny, like interesting kind of way. He has said, like, if you ever want to kill a wizard, the best way to do it is from a mile away with a very long gun. And it's like, that's a great way to think about that. Because if you ever show up to a wizard and give them time to prepare, you will not win that fight. And that's how wizards are special, is that they're always prepared. Okay, what are we doing? It is 11 o'clock. I think we can keep going. The kid is gone. Yeah.
Gone to sleep?
No, he laid down on the couch, and I was like, oh, he's going to go to sleep. And then he just like, ha, ha, ha. And I was like, all right, well, that didn't work. So he had a snack. He's had some water. He played for a while, and now he wants to watch some cartoons, so we'll do that. 3. An illithid barbarian that uses his tentacles to wield weapons. I dig it.
I don't. I hate mind flayers.
Why is that?
Dumb. I don't know. I'm kind of just over like tentacle-headed people.
Sure. You're allowed that.
I'm allowed to be wrong.
How did you feel? We were playing Baldur's Gate with friends. I don't think I've ever played Baldur's Gate by myself. We were doing the 4-player run, and I was just sitting there, and my friends had like jumped through, and we were talking to the illithid guy, and I clicked on something, and I'm like, because they just started like making out with my character, and they're like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know what I did. It's gone weird and sideways.
It got weird.
Apparently I was the only one that did that, so.
That's funny. That's real funny. Oh, they brought back the carbuncle.
The Final Fantasy carbuncle?
No, the weird lizard with a crystal horn carbuncle in Pathfinder.
Oh, nice. I am a little confused about that.
What a carbuncle is?
The origin of it, because like
it's from a book.
Is
like
it?
Like a Brazilian book.
Because it's a Final Fantasy summon. It has been for a while.
Yeah. Kirby.
What's that?
Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby. And I'm just like, I'm wondering where that originated from, because I don't get the reference, I guess, is the thing.
Yeah.
I always assumed it was just like a rock. They chose a rock for it, but And
So
then
it is a legendary species of small animal from South American folklore, specifically from Paraguay. I was a little wrong. Or the mining folklore of northern Chile.
okay.
The animal is said to have a red shining mirror, like a red hot coal on its head, thought to be a precious stone.
Oh, okay. So does the carbuncle? Because the carbuncle is a stone, right?
Yeah.
But is it
Like
named after this
red.
creature, or the other way around? Is the creature named after the? Ooh, carbuncles are also knots. That's not gross. That's not what I wanted.
All right. Etymology.
There we go.
The English word carbuncle and the Spanish word carbuncle comes from the Latin carbunculus, meaning little coal, i.e.,
coal.
carbon.
Ah.
Carbuncle is used to refer to a ruby because its gemstone shine is said to resemble a glow of a red coal.
Okay.
Hot coal.
Cool.
However, correction, it was not a ruby, but actually a garnet. But yeah, it's the same.
Gotcha.
Redstone. So, stone came first, and then it was applied to the creature.
Very cool. Okay.
Oh, the description, like a description of them, comes from a Spanish book. So, it's like when we first, like, it was written down as an account.
Okay. That makes sense.
So. But instead of being like a cute fuzzy thing in
Final Fantasy?
how it is in Final Fantasy, it's like a lizard.
I have heard that. That I've seen before. Awesome. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous looking.
Yep.
There's nobody on YouTube anymore.
I was gonna say I saw there was 4 viewers and then it dropped down to 2.
Yeah, apparently we lost everybody with the
Our ramblings.
our ramblings. Yep.
I was going to apologize, like, sorry for people who were here and like are so confused.
I'm telling you, man. You switched to Pathfinder. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. That's not true. There's a lot of people on the YouTube comments,
Especially in our Discord.
Yeah. The Discord people are D&D players. The YouTube people are Pathfinder people. Elliot's still there. Okay, so my YouTube thing, it says concurrent viewers 0, so it might have just crapped out. F's in chat. F's in chat, people.
So there's they added a weird like how do I describe this thing? It's not an elemental.
Okay.
But it's like part elemental but also part like divine outsider type thing.
So we're looking
So,
at
like,
an astral, angelic elemental type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're called anguished.
Heavenly elemental.
Yeah. They're called anguished flames.
Okay.
And they serve the good fire elemental god. Which is like the 3-headed ibis bird that I showed like last week.
Do you think that you know what a yuckthol is?
No.
They're like wax demons that serve Lolth. That has the same kind of vibe to me. Like, they're not really demons. They're kind of elementals, but they are not elementals. They're just Melted wax. Go on, continue.
Yeah. And they have an ability because someone shared it. With like on Blue Sky. They have a vulnerability to blasphemy. So
vulnerability to blasphemy? Is that what you said?
Yep, blasphemy.
Okay.
So if a creature that Anguish Flame can see and hear spends one action to use a linguistic trait to blaspheme the gods, the Anguish Flame becomes sickened until they collect a prayer from that creature.
Weird.
Yeah.
I super dig that.
They're really cool looking.
No one would know that. That's amazing. Like, that's a religion check to then spend an action to, like, seriously fuck that creature up.
Yeah.
And then there's no way they would get that back unless you, like, need
get
to
a prayer
diplomacy with it, right? Yeah, that's great. That's super good. That's what the knowledge checks should be doing.
This is what it looks like.
Oh, that's not what I expected at all, but that's
I
awesome.
know, right?
It's like a freaking Balrog, but
yeah, it says Ancient Tales. Tale. I hate when words do that. Like, that's grammatically correct, but like it just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
That the elemental lord Artea, something like that,
Yeah.
created his 6-winged children to steward immortal prayers into the realm of the divine. These elementals work hand in hand with both celestial and fiendish deific servants to accept sacrifices and offerings.
Here you go. Okay, so I had a small like cup of goldfish sitting on the lower desk for this kid, and he walks up to me, and instead of eating those, he grabs the goldfish container. He's like, "Open this, I want goldfish." I'm like, "Okay." I pop it open. He grabs a handful of them and then immediately puts them on the other goldfish and then walks away. It's like, didn't even eat any. I'm like, what's the point of this? What just happened?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Collect prayer. Apparently.
Oh, they can do it as like a mechanical. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2-action, emotion mental trait. I found it. The Anguish Flame compels a creature that they can see at 60 feet. The creature must succeed a DC 30 will save. On a critical success, the creature is unaffected. On success, the creature immediately uses its reaction to pray. Failure. The creature prays, it's slowed to 1, and can't use reactions for 1 minute. Critical failure, same as the failure. But the creature is slowed 2.
That's pretty awesome.
And when they compel a creature to pray, it loses the sickness status if that creature blasphemed.
Okay. That's really cool.
So
that's really cool. I like that. I like that because it's not something that the players would readily know. It's something they can find out, and then it causes a whole chain of actions in combat. That's great.
Yeah.
That is great. I gave this one a razor because I think it's funny. I have a weird thing that I want to talk about.
Okay.
When a person turns into a mind flayer, they also, all of their clothes turns into the weird robes.
Do they?
Yes. Canonically through Baldur's Gate is where I'm getting this information from. Your
so does that mean their clothes are skin?
That's what I'm bringing up.
Okay.
Because the shifting
Continue.
is not... Yeah, like, if it's a magical effect, then you wouldn't need the tadpole unless the tadpole is causing a magical effect. And then is their armor just transmuting, or is it part of their skin, or is it... There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions there that I want to answer. Because alternatively, if that wasn't the case, really what would happen in Baldur's Gate 3 is when like the Illithid invasion happens in the intro cinematic, you just have a shit ton of naked mind flayers bouncing around. Nobody wants that. So,
because their clothes are distinctly like almost biological looking.
Yeah,
they look like they were grown, not made.
And I think that is the case. Like that's the weird part of it. Like, what a weird evolutionary advantage. Like, hey, wait, we can't have the dongles hanging out. I guess they don't even have dongles because they're tadpolers. They don't even.
And even then, the tadpoles, they don't even create the tadpoles.
Yeah.
The Elder Brain does.
How do you make more Elder Brains?
Maybe when the Elder Brain dies, something biologically happens to one of the Illithids and they turn into an Elder Brain.
That could be.
Like how ants, not just ants, but like various types of insects, that will happen. If the queen is lost, a new one comes the next queen.
That's actually a very... I'm actually curious about that. Because the way I've heard it described, there's always a bunch of ants ready to become the queen, and the queen constantly just kills them off. And then when the queen's not there, one of them's like, oh, I'm the queen now. And then she starts killing them off. So, that might be lemurs.
I don't know. Those are two very different things.
Like bees? Yeah, like bees. There's a lot of weird things going on here.
I was like, you were talking about how you wanted more weird angels.
Yes.
I think this is a pretty weird angel.
Oh, that one's cool looking. Is it a suit of armor? I don't like the foreshortening on that knee. Ooh, that looks very weird.
What's it called? I don't know how to pronounce like its actual name.
Okay.
Like, it's called a hunter angel.
I'm gonna say something that's very rude to the person that designed this, and then I'll explain myself.
Okay.
This is a hot mess. It's hard to read what's actually going on. And I really had to zoom in until I saw that, okay, it's an Iron Man suit, but the chest is essentially Minas Tirith. So, like, I dig the design and the concept. I assumed this was drawn from the front, and then someone was like, that's cool, let's give it a good pose, and this is what came out. This is an insanely hard thing to draw in this, like, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
And so...
I mean, kudos for them for trying.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to get at. Like, I wanted to say this is a hot mess, but I'm not, like... Not for a lack of trying. This is really impressive for what they're trying to do.
They tried really hard to make it work.
This was such a complicated thing. Holy shit.
They're made when once honorable mortals fall to wickedness and before terrible atrocities, hunter angels set out to track them down.
In Kodana. I'm going to type that in chat so people can go look up what the hell I'm talking about.
Clad in plate armor that features a brilliantly shining mirror on its chest, bearing spikes and nails impaled into their bodies. They serve as hunters for celestial forces rather than immediately slaying their quarries. They do their best to encourage a change of heart and foster an eventual redemption. They use their mirrors to reflect the sins of their target and showcase the state of their soul.
That's cool, Angel. I dig it. I'm going to give this guy one more tentacle, which doesn't necessarily make any sense. But he needs a derringer. That's all I'm saying. He just needs a little pistol.
They have a attack called Nail Barrage. Spray a massive nails that deal 14d8 piercing damage and a 20-foot emanation.
Can I talk about why I hate that?
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I need to say.
Go ahead.
So this guy is pierced all over, right? Like, as my punishment, I will pin myself with these things, and then decides like, but if someone pisses me off, I will shoot them at him.
Oh no, they're not being punished. The angel isn't being punished. That's just like how the angel looks.
No, but like they have the needles in them.
Yeah.
In a way, but those are their weapons.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say something super offensive to all the Christians. That would be like Jesus running around hitting people with a cross. I mean,
he does.
I don't like it.
Clearly.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, nails are apparently their big thing. They have a nailed fist attack.
Okay.
Which obviously makes sense. They have nails in their hands. But like that's a hefty attack. What level? 17. Okay, that makes sense.
Level 17. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. 14 d8s.
Wow, that's pretty good. That is pretty.
But they can't use it again for 1d4 rounds.
They have to regenerate all the nails.
Yep.
Kobold Paladin lost in a corn maze. I could cheese this one real hard. And
just do that one thing of Travolta, like looking around.
I kind of want to just do this. Like there's corn, and then there's like a banner, and then a kobold nose.
Do it.
Done. No, I'm just gonna draw a kobold paladin. That sounds fun, and then we'll probably call it after that.
Let's see. Hello, Badger Mole card.
Badger Mole card?
Yeah, apparently they're doing an avatar.
That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my god. So
and there's like a Badger Mole Cub.
I got really mad. I got really mad over the weekend because the secret lair dropped. And I saw what the secret lair. And the secret lair was The Office.
Oh no!
And I was like,
I'm sorry.
Damn you, Wizards of the Coast. This is stupid. And then I started looking on the forums. I'm like, this can't be real. This has to be either AI or someone just yanking the chain. But no, it is real.
Please tell me.
It is real. No. And someone was saying like, Secret Lair is not meant for the general public consumption. Secret Lair is designed for really fun proxies to just make silly things. Like they're only cards that already exist. They're just reskinned to look like something else. And so this is
like there's Dracula in one set.
Yeah. And someone described it. They're like somebody made cards like this of The Office, and so many people liked it that Wizards decided, we'll do that for the Secret Lair drop. So if this is not something you like, it's not for you, but for the people that like this is really cool. And it's like, okay, that's fair. Like that's absolutely fair. And I had to change my tone on it, but like I was really upset about it until I read that, and I was like, yeah, that's true. So now Dwight is officially in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
as like a turn up.
Because there was a set called Innistrad Crimson Wedding or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And the secret lair for it is one of the cards is Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
And Mina Harker, and I think even Van Helsing.
From the movie?
But yeah, it's just from the book.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, you're right. I know what you're talking about. When you said Minas Harker, I was trying to place who that was.
You know, the girl who gets bitten and gets connected with Dracula.
I was thinking of the Helsing movie. The lady that is trying to save her brother.
Oh. Yeah, no.
I think I saw some other layer ones that were like all the different kaijus from the Godzilla movies. That one was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like one of them was like Swamp Thing. Just a bunch of old monster movie stuff. So yeah. It's kind of interesting. Kind of fun. But Dwight is in the office now. Whatever. Dwight's funny.
Boo.
Yeah. I give The Office a lot of shit.
I don't like The Office. Either version of it.
I'm not a fan of the cringe humor. I think we've talked about this before. Like, Jim's kind of an asshole. It's like, Jim should not be the main character.
I don't like Ricky Gervais. He's just a dick. I hope he gets snuck eating a steak so he can be miserable. He's a vegan.
Oh.
And
that's not a nice thing to wish on people.
Well, he makes fun of vegans and vegetarians.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's just a dick. I hate him. I heavily dislike him. He's just not a nice person.
I appreciate some of his takes on the way people think, but he is very crass and like he's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a dick to most people.
It's just like, oh, like screw political correctness. I'm going to say whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. And it's like, ooh, so edgy.
Now we have a lot of those.
Yep.
Do you think Montani will actually be able to get state-run kitchens, or not kitchens, grocery stores?
City run?
Yes, I said state.
Maybe.
It's a cool idea.
Like, how's that any different from a food bank?
It's not, except that you don't have to pay with a food bank.
Yeah.
So here in Washington we have Winco, which I love. I love Winco's.
Mm-hmm.
Winco's is Washington, Idaho, Oregon. It might be in California.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know we don't have them.
And they are they're employee-owned grocery stores, and so they basically have a set amount of like whatever we buy the product for, we raise the cost X amount to run the store, and that's it. It's ubiquitous across the entire store that way. So a lot of the times I'll go to like Costco and I'll have to like buy, a giant thing of whatever I'm buying. But if you go to Winco, you can buy the individual piece for the same price that you would be able to get it at Costco, just not in bulk. So I love Winco. Wincos are great, and yeah, it's just a giant union that owns a store that isn't trying to screw people over. So I will give them my money as long as I can. And that's essentially what Mondani is suggesting, is that, hey, we'll have the state do this because New York is just too full of people that want to squeeze the life out of you.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if he'll be able to do everything he wants to do.
Yeah, it seems like a lofty goals.
I do think he can achieve a decent number of them.
Yeah. I'm just glad there's somebody who finally is not generic Democrat. We need people that like
a toady of the corporates.
Yeah. We need some fresh ideas and just try them, whether or not they work or not.
Yep.
Something.
I saw so much racist shit yesterday. It's not even funny.
Oh, I bet.
Yep. It took us 24 years to forget. I'm like, wow, that's like
dog whistle.
So wrong.
Yep.
Yep.
Why can't
Don't be assholes, people?
Yeah, why can't people just be nice to each other? That's all I want.
I love that he pointed out when the people, like, I don't know which group donated to Como like the most, but he said like he receives like Zoran like gave this number and it's like that's way more than I was even going to like ask for.
Yeah. That's a huge huge thing that drives me crazy is like I got so much just junk mail in the last week, and so much of it was just complete garbage, and I'm getting texts nonstop, and it's just like, hey, stop spending this money on calling me and use that money to do something, please. Like,
right?
It's so frustrating to me how much money is wasted on political campaigning. I got a text from one guy who, there's two people running. We'll just say A and B. And B, all of their stuff is like, I want to improve this. I want this to make more sense. I want to make sure we're getting this money sent somewhere, and I think we should be doing this. All of parts of A is B is blank. B did this. B did not do this. And it's like, but his flyer says he did do that, and this directly contradicts this. So one of these two people is lying. Like,
yep,
straight up. And so I looked it up, and hopefully I chose correctly. But from what I can tell, this person is telling the truth, and all of this is lies. This person just sent page after page after page of lying smear campaigns, even so far as going on was like, B loves Trump and loves MAGA, and it's like, I don't know if that's true at all. Like, how am I supposed to know that without some good backing? And they didn't have any backing for it. And then yesterday, after I voted, I got a text from candidate A, their campaign, being like, you have to help us stop the blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I just text him back. I'm like, hey, I actually voted for the other guy because you guys were so aggressively like muckraking. Just so you know, like, I don't even know what else to say except that you literally cost your own vote. Like, best of luck.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I don't know. The world is weird right now, and I don't know how to feel about a lot of things.
The New York Post was just like smearing Zoran like so much. Like,
yeah.
Oh, like a million people said they will leave New York if he's elected. I'm like, well, that will solve the housing crisis in New York. Just a second.
Sure. Oh, I had YouTube chat closed. I'm sorry, everybody. Let me see what I missed over here. Probably nothing, but oh, there we go. Elliot said some stuff. Neil Sigma feels like a different universe. Something out of Devil May Cry. Yeah, exactly. Kobolds and Kobold are related in words, so I guess that's not surprising. Correct, yeah. A Blue Knight. You do that. Crimson Vow. I love Jurassic Park. Secret Lairlands. Yeah, that's fair. There are some really, really cool ones. When Go is my beloved. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I want to design a cool helmet for this Kobold Paladin. Maybe I should make him a Corn Paladin. That could be kind of funny. You good, kid? I hear you banging. Should we go make you some lunch? For all the upper echelon Patreon people, if you are a Patreon member, for Christmas this year, I think I'm going to give people free commissions. And that will either be a half or full body, depending on the character choice. And then I think I'm going to make them into like magic card tokens. I think that'll be fun because it's something I want to keep trying to do. So yeah, so if you are an upper level Patreon member, above a bugbear, let me know. There's a handful of you out there. I'll send out a message as things go. But yeah, think about what you want. Think about what you want, and then we'll get those sent out to people before Christmas, I hope. Also, on the plus side, I might have the game up on Steam here soon. My goal was to have it done by November. It is now November. We'll see. See if it gets finished before the end of the year. I have to do network testing today, this afternoon, after I finish another commission piece. And then we'll start developing stuff. I have some fun ideas for how the gameplay should actually work. It's looking like it might be more of a survivor type game than a traditional tower defense game. And I'm trying to really make that kind of unique so that it's not just its own. So it has kind of its own thing. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I'm into the actual design aspect of it now. I've got a handful of enemies that I need to tweak and play with, and it's going, and that makes me happy. It's been a weird year. Spent a lot of time on the game, but also I wish I had more time to spend on it because it's fun. I didn't do any full paints today. Oh, I should have done that. Oh well. Friday we'll do a paint. Sketchy sketches in here. Give them another layer of neck protection. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to keep that because I like it. I like that bend. But this piece will go back. We'll push it in the back a little bit. I've turned into Bob Ross. What up, kid? What up, kid? You ready for lunch? Yeah, oh, it's a hungry boy. Okay, I think we're probably gonna have to call it here. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I kind of like this concept. We might start trying to do this for Friday as well. We stream a little earlier than later, and then we end whenever the kid needs his lunch. Or I could take a 10-minute break, and we'll come back. But I think today we'll just call it. Maybe Friday we'll try to do that where take a bigger break and just then pick up afterwards, but we'll see how that goes. I'll be in the Discord later this afternoon if people want to come hang out. You're very welcome to. I will probably just be chit-chatting. I don't know how much work I'm going to get done, as I usually turn off the TV after the stream so the kid and I can just hang out. So we'll do that, but I will be around in the Discord here and there. Come hang out, come see what we're doing, come post some art of your own. Yeah, we'll be back on Friday for more viewer suggestions. I have, looks like 6 more on the list, so we'll see if we can get those done. If you've not suggested one, please feel free to add one to the list while we're gone or on Friday. So yeah. Corn Kobold Paladin. We do need, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to vaguely put in some pieces here so he has an arm at least. And then this arm over here, instead of a lance, he's going to have an ear of corn. Because I think that's funny. He's just like, uh-oh. Where'd my spear go? some big knuckles and some claws, some armored fingers, big old gauntlet here. Okay. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Corvus, I'm assuming you're not back yet, but thank you for hanging out today. Otherwise, everyone, stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we'll catch everybody on Friday. Bye, everyone.